comadres, welcome back to
J&D Cafecito con las comadres.
Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, gang, gang. Thanks for the ice. Gang, gang, gang. Ooh, ice cream so good.
La comadre says that she's just gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
I support you, comadre.
Yeah. Thank
Do
you.
what you gotta do.
Thank you. Just kidding. No, but yeah, we were just talking about like all the people on TikTok are doing the lives being it's called an AI.
Like what? AI robot?
Yeah, or something like that. Like I don't know.
Well, guys, I wanted to take PTO today. Well, like a sick day.
A sick day.
And then the comadre is like, let me check her hours.
Yeah, her hours. She has no PTO available for.
So she's like, no, either you show up or you're fired.
Tonight.
I know. No, just kidding. I really didn't even tell her anything until I got here.
I know.
But I was telling her I don't feel good.
Yeah.
No me siento bien, comadre.
Pues siéntate bien.
I just don't know. My stomach's like not settling right.
Yeah.
It just hurts.
I hate that.
Well, it doesn't even hurt. Está
It's
como
just like
revuelto.
revuelto.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gang,
And this
gang,
is-
gang, you're pregnant. It's like, just
No,
kidding.
no, gang, gang, gang.
No, gang, gang, gang here.
So funny thing is, la comadre was like grabbing our cafecitos and she had a blue one and a pink straw. And I'm like, comadre, you're trying to tell me something? And she's like, no. I'm like, oh.
She was like, boy or girl? Or something.
No. Which comadre?
No. None. For right now. Gang, gang, gang.
Come on.
Not yet.
Algo me quiere decir la
Ay,
comadre.
ya.
Con straws. No te creas, comadre.
Ay,
Ay, está con sus alarmas.
Mis recordatorios, es que ya estoy viejita, ya no me acuerdo muy bien de cosas.
Dude, it's funny because every time we just start, it goes off. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny. How was your day, comadre?
It was good. It was pretty slow at work. It was a chill day.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was work for you?
It was good. It was busy.
Busy?
Yeah. It just
That's
felt like
it
felt like it was fast, but then at the same time it was long. I
Dude,
don't
did you
know.
hear the rain in the morning? Like in the madrugada?
Oh,
Was it madrugada or morning?
Dude, it was like 2 in the morning or 3.
Right?
Because when I got up for work, because I had to go, well, I went into the office today. Dude, when I was taking a shower, alumbraba todo el shower. I was like, oh. You know, like we have a little window on top of the shower thing. Like, I just felt the whole house like,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
así como este luz sonó. Que yo, ay Dios. Dude,
It was
have you heard that
raining.
myth? That if you shower when it's like thundering and like rayos afuera, it's like bad?
Really?
I don't know, that's what they say. My grandma says it all the time.
I think I've heard of
Pero
it
¿qué viene
actually.
siendo? O sea, ¿qué pasa?
Que te puede caer un rayo or something like that, no?
Really? Maybe that's why I don't feel good. Me cayó un rayo.
En el estómago. I know. That's crazy. But yeah, I was sleeping and I was like, what the heck? Porque en las ventanas yo se escuchaba the wind and the rain. I was like, yeah, and I was like, ¿qué pedo? I'm like, what's happening?
Like una guerra mundial.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, what's happening?
Turn on the picture, go out real quick.
And I get out the rain, and then after, like, I was, like, hearing the rain, and I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of
Ya va a empezar. Está con sus ASMR rains.
But, so, yeah, I'm like, I feel like all my customers were just feeling lazy, and, like, just with
Well, I
the
think
rain.
me and you are feeling lazy.
Oh, I'm definitely lazy. I'm so tired today. Like, honestly, I was like, is it Friday? Please.
I know. I was washing the dishes ahorita, and, like, as I was washing them, I'm like, oh, I have to wake up early tomorrow again.
Yeah.
Wait, even on the weekend, I wake up. You know, it's the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, you just know it's the weekend, and you just. But, like, I was like, oh, I
But
want
it's
more
like,
day.
I feel like when you know that you're not going to work, like,
I know.
even if you wake up early on the weekends, it's just like,
I know
I
I'm
can
not gonna
just-
go to work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't have to get
Yeah.
up.
So hopefully the baby sleeps in this weekend because
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah. You're like, let's take a moment. Let's take a nap
Let's take
on
a
the
moment, let's
podcast. Siesta time.
I know. Like in the little daycares. But yeah, dude, según dicen que...
Dude, como in Spain, my boss's daughter went to Spain.
Yeah.
And they have from like 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. or something like that, or 2 p.m. to 4 or something like that. The whole like city shuts down. It's siesta time.
Huh?
Yeah, they close everything. Everyone goes and takes a nap.
Even if you're working?
Yeah, it's like mandatory. It's
Why
like,
can't they do that here?
I know, that's what I tell. So every time, like, after lunch, I'm always telling my boss, I'm like, siesta time. Because ya ves a veces que comes and you're just like, oh my god, I'm so tired. But yeah, dude, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna go level with that.
So even if you're working,
yeah, they close.
You go home?
Mm-hmm. They close,
or do you sleep at the job?
I don't know, but I think they go home. Because it's like 2-3 hours. Or something like that.
Spain. Yeah. Somebody sponsor us so we can live to
Spain. I know. But yeah, dude, like he was telling me, he's like literally like, I mean, not everyone goes to sleep, but they, like, nothing's
it's
open.
Like quiet.
Yeah.
Ay, qué rico, like peaceful.
Yeah, like his daughter.
Let's start protesting for that, comadre.
I know.
Siesta time.
Like, this is what I want: siesta time and
a 4-day week.
Yes.
I still paid the same.
Yes. No, even more. It's like
well, yeah, even more. But even if they leave my pay where I'm at and I can just work 4 days.
Yeah, that's true. Perfecto.
You know, in Golden, they started doing that. 4-day weeks.
Really?
Yeah. They say that employees are like, it's a better like, ¿cómo se dice? Retention or retention? Así como de.
Yeah.
Like to keep their
like
employees.
The work performance is better. Taro's job is trying to do that, dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What's su madre?
I know. I'm like, you better not. I'm like, I'll hate you even more. Like, I'm like, you already freaking work from home. Like, ya nomás te van a mandar el cheque y nomás por quedarte aquí en la casa. But yeah, dude.
Because I'm home all the Dude, everybody at work, they're like, wait, you're here? I'm like, I do exist.
You're like, boo.
I know. Boo!
They're like, oh, Sam, you still work
I know, wait, you're still part of us? I'm like, yes, I'm still here. Assholes. If it just felt so good, dude. Just needed time away from the house. It was almost a month without going anywhere from besides home.
Like, I need to get out.
Yes, dude. I just like sat on my computer. Even though like I had to train my boss, dude, but even that I was so annoyed with it because it's just hard training somebody.
Dude, I'm
because,
really bad at
like,
that.
Te atrasas and then like explaining and then like, well, how do you do this? I just want to get it done.
Like, I don't know if it happens to you, but I'm such a like, oh, quítate and I'll do it myself, you know? Type of person, but then when you're training somebody, it's like, well, you can't do that because you're teaching them, you know?
Or like, you remember about when you felt that way and it's just like, okay, I'm done. Like, okay,
yeah.
Like, you feel bad.
But I feel like, I don't know, sometimes some people are like so like,
well, no, like, my boss was taking note by note by note, like, what did you click, what did you, like, oh my god.
So you're like taking pictures.
Yeah, no, de veras. So tomorrow, since I don't go to the office, he's gonna like video record it so he can like go back to it, and it's like, oh my gosh, so me va a atrasar mucho. And tomorrow I only work 6 hours, so from 6 to 12.
That's good.
I know.
That's really good.
And then it's siesta time for sure.
Siesta. You're like, it's siesta time right after.
I'm gonna tell the boys, good night.
Everyone go to your room. Siesta time. Come back in like 2 hours.
Dude, people that watch us are gonna be like, still we want us, we're always tired.
So we're always complaining in every podcast. Alright, no, we have so much energy. We're gonna go on a run right after this podcast.
Comadre, I'm so proud of you. You've been going to your cycling class.
Yes.
Don't even ask me if I'm doing anything. It's like, no, we started walking though.
Yeah, we started going on walks.
We just didn't go on Wednesday, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Which was yesterday? Yeah.
Yes.
Ay, ya ni sé en qué día vivo.
Yo te digo que yo también ando toda norteada. But yeah, we started going on walks.
Yeah.
You still need to join me for cycling class. It's really fun. I'm starting to. At first, I was
My
just
mom
like
is the same
forcing
way,
myself to do it, but you like.
Like my mom dice que se le va volando el tiempo.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, the guy that does the classes, he asks us for like what playlist we want next. Dice que a veces hace reggaeton, a veces hace pitbull mix.
Yeah, dude, I was showing Taro like, cause Taro was like, I thought it was just like a light up class and like you're just cycling, and he's like, you guys are like having a party in there. Like she like turns down the lights, turns them up, turns colors, this and that. So it's like, it's fun, you know? Like
wait, let me get my nalgas used to it, because your nalgas hurt.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
at the beginning, dude, hijo, so like, dude, I would be like,
Yo tengo
a media
cositas.
clase, dude, pues yo también. Dude, a media clase, I'd be like, oh, Dios mío santo, like, I'm like.
¿Y ya no?
No, you get used to it.
Your coxis is good to go.
Yeah.
¿Ya no te duele even sitting down?
Yeah.
Es lo que te lo curó.
Yeah. Ya no,
I do, because
No,
I
I feel
remember
like
when
I'm
I went
getting
that
used
time
to
with my mom.
Oh, like sitting down like in chairs and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh no, eso todavía me da algo, sí, sí.
It's because last time I went with my mom, dude, my butt hurt for days.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, it hurt.
Yeah, dude, like, y luego, like, it's just sore, like, te duele. At the beginning, dude, like, because you know how we went, like,
I
long
didn't
time
know my
ago?
butthole could hurt me.
Yeah. And you know how we went long time ago
Yeah.
to that cycling class? I didn't remember, like, how bad it hurt, because, like, you forget. And when I first started going, I'm like, like, there's no way you get used to this. Because, like, and then the first day that you go, and then the next day, because you're so sore and you're sitting there, oh, no. But, yeah, you get used to it.
¿Ya cuánto tienes yendo? ¿El mes? ¿O apenas vas a cumplir el mes? You're like, girl, I've only gone 2 weeks.
No, I think ya tenemos, like, 2 months.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
Dang.
I'm like, ya me han sacado el pago como 3 veces. So yeah,
Like,
next month, so yeah.
You just go Mondays though?
Mondays and Saturdays.
I can try to go with you on Saturdays.
Gang.
I don't know.
Gang.
I don't know.
Adiós.
Maybe. Me voy a llevar un cojín.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Dude, seriously,
It's
yes.
like, I cannot take that cycling ass pain.
Yeah. And then it's like, but
I have cushion, but the cushion
like,
hurts.
that's why they stand up, you know, like to do the class. But then I'm like, no manches, the first time, dude, yo no me podía parar. Like, I'm like, I'm gonna collapse. Like, there's gonna be a bicycle accident in this room if I freaking try to stand up and cycle at the same time. I'm like, no way, I can hold myself and do
You
that.
know when you're stuck to the pedal?
Yeah. Literally, dude, I'm like, se me va a ir un pie y voy a estar. Y luego me voy a atorar en la llanta de la otra persona con el pelo or something. I'm like, I would cause an accident like that. Like,
Real made up a whole story.
yeah, dude. I'm like,
No,
you
I
do
didn't pelo.
because like sometimes the instructor, she's like, oh, you know, like push yourself, this and that. I'm like, at the beginning, I'm like, girl, you do not want me to stand up. Like, I will create a whole accident in this classroom. So,
Like,
I'm like, for legal purposes, I am staying my ass down even if my butt is hurting right now. But yeah, dude, like, I would try and get up. I'm like, no, there's no way. Dude, my legs were gonna, like, give up. I'm like, it's heavy. Like, it's just, like, it's hard. It's hard. So then I started little by little. Like, I was stand up, but literally, like, I would, like, sit down right away. No más pedalear una vez and I would sit there. But then, like, I've been doing a lot better. It's because you just start getting...
Well, my mom's used to it. Like, she loves her cycling class.
Yeah, it's fun.
Maybe
It's really fun.
I'll let you guys know.
Yes,
We'll let you know if my butt hurts is because I went.
If I'm complaining about my butt hurting.
Ay, no, qué risas contigo, comadre. Te pasas con tus historias. Y dices que Joanna.
I know.
So you, she acts them out.
No, dude, it's because I don't know. I don't even know what movie it is, but there's a movie where she goes to a cycling class.
It's in your head.
No, I swear, like, I'm gonna, like, look the movie y quedé traumada with those cycling classes because hace el ridículo, dude.
Pause. Tyrell's texting.
¿Qué?
Que Gianni ya está dormido.
Shut up.
Ya no durmió.
Be like, liar. What did he say?
Ya lo, mira, ¿dónde lo tiene?
Oh, te mandó prueba y todo.
Tyrell's watching him, like, if you guys can see it, but...
They're outside in the living room,
Yeah.
and Gianni fell asleep. That kid does not fall asleep anywhere but his cuna. Y mira, Tyrell.
Entonces, sí, comadre, dale un niño.
He's ready for it.
Sorry, guys, it's because I told him to text me because he's watching him for me, but I was like, text me if anything. Y dije,
Dude,
yo
you
ya lo hacía en
scared
el
me.
basement.
Ya me va a mandar una foto descalabrado.
Yeah, because they were so quiet. I'm like, comadre,
Yeah,
quiet.
and you did say you're like, they're so quiet.
Yeah.
Dude, you scared me because you're like, Tyrell, I'm like, wow.
My comadre's like,
Oh
yeah,
my
I'm
God,
in
what
the
did he do? What did he say?
I said, oh, thank you. And he's like, of course. Okay, we're
Dang,
Gucci.
dude,
So se lo voy a traer.
traje al cuarto que no se me quiso dormir ni a mí, remember?
Yeah.
Dang,
Se lo voy a
that's
traer.
crazy.
Like, here, you at home. You want to teach
Duerme mi amigo, por favor. Tráeselo during the siesta times.
I know, I should. There's times que, like, on Monday, dude, era de uno de esos días que no aguantaba ni con mi alma, dude. And then I had to stay awake because they were hungry. So then we went down. I no, dude, ya no aguantaba el sueño. Like, te juro que I was running on like 1%.
Yeah.
Me sentía like bien mal.
Like drained.
Drained. And then I've been having these headaches, comadre. Like, they don't go away.
I dude, when was it? Yesterday, Terrell had a headache. Like, really bad. Pero dice que le dolía el ojo. Dude, he went to the ER.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he left his job and everything. And I was like, what the heck? Like, for him to do that, it was serious. And he had a headache.
Like, was it a migraine?
I don't know, dude, porque he had like, they gave him some antibiotics and eye drops porque he had swelling in his eye.
Yeah, dude, it's because nomás, like, yo lo siento aquí nomás.
Yeah. No,
well,
yeah.
But we're old.
Anyways, we're done complaining.
Okay, I'm shyness now.
I'm shyness.
Okay, see you never.
Okay, bye, see you never. But,
comadre, ahora tenemos un topic bien padre.
a ver, ¿cuál?
¿Te lo he hecho?
Échamelo.
Bueno. What do you think about forgiveness?
Forgiveness.
Oh,
What is that? I'm just kidding.
¿Qué es eso?
¿Qué es eso?
So today's topic for our podcast, after we ranted about how tired we are,
Forgiveness.
is forgiveness.
Yes. We're going to be talking about forgiveness.
I just think it's very important, and I've learned this as I got older.
It is.
Forgiving somebody will make you, I mean, I'm not saying like if something happened, forgive them and be cool with them. No. Forgive and
For yourself.
For yourself, yeah.
For your own peace of...
For your own peace of mind, because you'll live so peacefully. I learned that the hard way, but because Jennifer would always like encourage me to, like, she'd be like, comadre, just forgive, like, just, I promise you'll live at peace, because I just was like so angry, and like so like, oh, you know, and now it's just like, oh, dude, parece como que vivo en las nubes, like.
Yeah, because I feel like it's so easy to like
It drains
be
you.
so angry at like whatever the situation is, and just like, you know, that like I've always told you, the only one that affects us is us, because that person's over there living their life,
Right.
but you're like constantly like, oh. So yeah, definitely, like, it's just like release, like so
Yes.
much peaceful when you just forgive. And how la comadre was saying, it's not like, oh, I'm forgiving you and we're gonna be
besties.
buddies again. And no, sometimes you don't even sometimes it's not even about you going to that person and saying I forgive you.
Right.
No, it's literally just like forgiving within yourself and completely, like, for sure forgiving though, because if it comes back to your mind, if it bothers you again, that means you haven't forgiven. So,
and it could just be like a certain situation, it could be a person, it could be yourself. You can you sometimes have to forgive yourself.
Exactly.
To live in peace.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to talk about this topic because on Sunday, dude, that message was good.
Yeah.
Like,
we went to church and
the message was forgiveness. And it just like, I'm like, dang, you're right. Like, God always tells us, like, leave everything in my hands and trust me and have faith in me. Yeah. And everything will be okay. But no, we stay stuck on one thing and we're stuck, and then God's like, okay, where's your faith? Yeah. Right? Instead of like, oh yeah, God got this for me, which he does. He always will. I mean, I don't know if you're, whoever's watching us, if you're religious, if you're not, I'm just speaking for myself. But for me, dude, that message was on point. Like, it was
such a good message.
I even called my mom and I'm like, Mom, you should have came today. It was so good. Like, it just was like so, hasta se me hizo corto, dude. Ya cuando volteé quedaban 5 minutos.
Wait, you're
like,
done? Keep talking.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, no way. Like, there's no way que ya se acabó el mensaje. Because it was that good.
Because it was that interesting, and it was like, oh my God.
And
it was really good.
I was looking around church and there was a lot of people that were like, I started tearing up. Yeah. And I could feel like one of my tears come out because I'm like, I think I've been stuck on like not forgiving at certain situations or like a situation. And it's true. You just like battle it. Like how the pastor said, like you just battle it and you battle it and you battle it and you want to fight it. But it ends up knocking you out because you're the only one affecting yourself. So that's why I was like, God, what are you talking about? I know I've been bad, but don't remind me. So, you know, because it just felt like every word you would tell me, I felt like it was just right there. When before I was like, no, comadre, I can't forgive, I can't, like cosas así. But now I'm just like, okay. Yeah. Now I see it at a different perspective. Now I'm at peace and we're good. Like, I get it now. But what does forgiveness mean to you, comadre? Like, in your opinion or your beliefs or your thoughts?
So, like the reason why I've been the way of how I would always tell you, comadre, you have to forgive for yourself. Because I experienced, like, for example, how in the last podcast I was telling you guys, I went through my whole surgery stuff and I had so much anger towards God. And I was just so angry and like, I'm like, you took my parents away, stuff like that. I'm like, it was just like I was young and I'm like, I would blame him for like, why would you take my parents away? Why would you let me like suffer and grow up without my parents, So like when the whole situation happened, that with my surgery and stuff, I pretty much like I felt like God was there and I'm like
pushing him away.
Yeah, and I had so much hate and I'm like, why was God there when I was like hating and like having so much anger towards him, but yet he was still there whenever I needed him. Whenever like I was suffering and then I was like, God, please, like if you help me with this one, like, and he helped me. And that's when I learned about forgiveness, because I'm like, if God forgives me, when God is like, we are not worthy of God. We are not worthy of everything that God does for us. Like, who are we, compared to God, So it's like, I feel like that's when like forgiveness had a meaning in my life. And I'm like, if God can forgive me, who am I to not forgive somebody, Like, I'm not perfect myself. And I was, I had so much anger and this and that towards God, and he was there. He didn't like, oh, well, do this and I'll forgive you, or no. As soon as I cried to God, he was there, and he helped me to get through stuff and everything, And so I feel like that's forgiveness is just like, to me, it means like freedom. It means peace. It just means.
And that's kind of what they were saying on Sunday, right? It's like freedom. Once you forgive somebody or you forgive somebody.
Literally, like there's freedom. Like a weight that, lifts up your shoulders, because it's like you're carrying so much anger. You're carrying like whatever you're mad about, and that it's like the only one that's affecting it's yourself. And
it's you.
And for example, because they were like reference to this movie at church. And it was true at the beginning, like when that guy was like, he had so much anger towards his dad and everything, and he was losing the fight,
exactly.
And as soon as he's like, you know what, like, I'm gonna let it go, forgiveness, yes, he took on his dad's name and this and that, you could literally, first of all, like,
¿Está tomando otra vez?
I think so, yeah. Like, first of all, I know like he didn't win the fight, but or whatever, but in him forgiving and him like letting all that go in his life, he felt like he won. He felt like, you could just tell, literally, like your face changes, your mood, your everything, because a veces nos atamos tanto a like something that somebody did to us and stuff like that, and it's like, just okay, yes, be mad about it, because we're humans, we're not perfect. Be mad about it for a little bit, but then get over it and forgive and do it for yourself, you know? So I feel like that's my point of view. What about you?
So I was barely going to ask you the next question, but
you need to give
my point of view?
Yes, okay.
Girl. So I kind of can relate of what you're saying, Comadres. Like, it took me a while, and Jennifer knows out of anybody, like, how hard it was for me to, like, it's just that I've had a certain situation happen in my life, and I'm not going to go into detail with it, because that will open up a can of worms, and we're not trying to do that. Maybe later.
You're like, we have passed.
Yes.
We are in a better...
we're in a better place. But I was so angry, so angry, like, I was losing the fight, literally, like, because how you say, I was so angry, I was like, almost feeling like bitter myself. Like I was always angry at everything. Like, oh, why this, why that, and then like just certain situations would happen to me, and I'm like, oh, like it's just everything's just wrong. Everything's, you know. So the moment that I don't even know how it happened, but it happened that I was just like, and yeah, maybe it was God that was like, all right, Danielle, like, because I would always pray to him, believe it or not, as bad as I am. Like, I'm just kidding. I would always pray, and I still pray, God, like, give me peace. Like, please take this hatefulness away from me. Please, like, I don't want my kids to grow up and be hateful. I don't want my kids to grow up and like, oh, well, my mommy is like that. Yeah. Like, so why can't I,
you project,
you know?
Exactly. Like, it gets to a point where you, like, project and other people can see it. Yeah. You know? So
I was like, maybe I need to start forgiving because my kids are going to get older. And yeah, in that certain situation, one of, like, Aiden would tell me, like, mom this, mom that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, he's getting older. Like, he's, you know, what if he thinks, like, it's me, you know? So I'm like, okay, I need to. So as much as I prayed, as much as like I asked God to take that away from me, and a lot of talking to La Comadre, because for sure you're the one that was like, dude, just let it go.
Canijo, se vino el tormentón.
No, es in hell.
Pause.
Hold on. Let me check it's not hell. Looks like just rain. Okay, resume. Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
And La Comadre would always just be like, Danielle, like, just let it go. It'll be okay. Like, you're affecting yourself. You're not getting anywhere with this, because I'm literally losing the fight, right? Because I'm not getting anywhere with it. Those people where that situation is, they're living their life. They don't even know that I'm this angry, you know, and they're just going about their day. But then here I am stuck in my fight.
Whenever you hear
right?
the name or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, one thing that I was gonna add to that, it's I literally like, it's like in the tip of my tongue. Oh, sometimes you feel like you're gonna, like, if I forgive them, it's like, oh, les estoy dando por su lado, you know?
Or
but
like
it's not, but it's not that. You're doing it for yourself, like for your own good, for your own peace of mind.
And you know what? I was so angry, and like I said, out of anybody you know, dude, that I felt it just in my chest. Like I felt it in me, like it was like in my shoulders. Like I had like this, like just like a weight literally on me,
like,
and then
someone was grabbing onto you,
and just like squishing me, and like I could feel it in, like, every time, like you say, I would hear something or like see something. It's just like all that would just ramp up, and it's just like, ugh, like I just wanted to punch and like, you know, I was literally in the own ring with myself, like how the movie was and how the pastor was talking about it. Yo sola me estaba dando, like, you know, because I'm like, nobody cares. It's just yourself.
It's like,
cares.
Como they were saying on Sunday, it's like literally drinking the what is it called? The poison, and expecting the other person to die. Yeah. That's what it means to like hate somebody, to like not forgive. It's like you drinking the poison. Yeah. I'm like, wait. I'm like, drinking the poison yourself, but then expecting that other person to die and for it to like kill them. But it's like you're drinking it, you're doing it to yourself. Yeah, exactly.
So for me, it took me a while. It really, really took me a while, and it took me a lot. And like, I'm not gonna say it took a year or two, because it didn't. It took more than that. And now that I feel like, now I see what the meaning of forgiveness is. And like I said, with like praying and like asking God to like just guide me and to like take all that away from me, dude, I cannot explain to you how I feel. Like I just feel like so just like a shoulder, like my shoulders just like como que de repente se vino algo así, like, you know,
like you're not carrying that anymore. No. You're just like, dang, like
it really drains you when you're like, or you're being hateful, or like, and hate is a strong word, you know, and I don't use it just to use it. When I tell you I hate something, or I hate, like, and I'm working on it, like I could say like I hate that person. I haven't really said that, have I? No, I haven't said hate. to whoever said it. I haven't until the Grinch comes around. Hate. So I'm just kidding.
Hate.
Double hate. Hate. No, I don't think I've said that in a long time. Because, like I said, now I see forgiveness in a different meaning.
Because you got to experience it, you know? Because I know sometimes it's easy to be on the other side. And, like, for example, me, when, you know, I was there for you, and I would be like, come on, just forgive, do it for yourself. And I know it's so much easier said than done, but sometimes you just have to experience it, because if you don't, it's just, you don't get it, you don't understand it. You're like, no, what do you mean it's gonna make me feel better? It's just like, I'm gonna look like I'm kissing their ass, or, you know, like stuff like that. But once you experience it, you're like, oh my god, like, yeah, you completely understand the meaning.
Literally. Yeah, so now I see it in a different way. Like, it's just like I said, the message on Sunday, it was like, it hit me like I was like, oh wow, like it went from step to step of how I was feeling.
Yeah.
And literally how the guy was feeling in the beginning, I'm like,
we got out and she's like, Comadre, like, did you tell them something? Like,
I know, I was like, Comadre, did you say something? Or did you tell them something? Because I feel like God was like, Dunya, I'm talking to you. Hello? He was like literally knocking, like, do you hear me? Because it literally went into each step of how I experience it. And people are gonna be like, I see it. No, but it's the reality of it. I was like the guy from the movie. I was like so angry. I was fighting my own battle, right? And then finally, like, I just forgave it, and now I'm just like at peace with myself. Like, I'm just like chilling. Like,
and you win the battle that you had with yourself. You know? Like, it's not even, again, it's not even about the other person. Like, whether you forgive and then you get to talk to them, or they forgive you back, or whatever, you guys make peace and stuff, great, that's awesome. But if not, it's okay. You can still forgive without even talking to that person, without, you know, it's something that you have to do with yourself and say, you're forgiving right now because you're letting go of everything that you're feeling right now, every hate, whatever you're carrying, and just like doing it, you know. But I mean, if you can talk to that person, then great. But whatever is gonna bring you peace, whatever's gonna, like whatever, however it looks for you to forgive, do it. Do it that way. Like, however it's gonna have you at peace, then do it.
And if you're starting on your journey of forgiveness, it's not gonna be easy, because there's gonna be constant reminders of like, why are you angry? Why are you angry at that person? Why are you angry at that situation?
It's like you're working on forgiving, and it's like, but remember this happened, and remember this happened, and remember this can still happen. You know?
So it's just like you have to block all that out. Like I said, it took me a while, but like it just, I don't know, ask God for it. Like, ask God to like remove your bitterness, the hate, like the hatred you have in your heart, or like the anger, and I'm not saying if you're going through a situation that you just can't forgive and forget, then I don't know, like just forgive it. And I mean, if you can't forget it, then at least you did some of that step, and it's gonna make you feel way better. So yeah, Comadre, like well, forgiveness is like, you just have to, like I said, you can forgive and not forget. But if you're into that journey of like forgiving, but you can't forget, then at least you're forgiving, and that's gonna help you feel better as a person. So, and then
like, obviously you're not gonna forget, you know, because it's not like, oh my god, I just lost memory.
Gang, it went away.
I forgave, it went away. No, obviously you're gonna remember, but the fact that you're not gonna keep bringing it up in your mind, and you're not just gonna keep like replaying it and like bringing more hate, or even if you think about it, it's like, oh yeah, I went through this, but it brings, like, it does nothing to you anymore, you know. So
is there like somebody that is yet to forgive, or do you have anybody?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither. I think I'm past that. Definitely past that. So
Definitely there's been situations that have made me mad and stuff, but at this point I've let everything go, and I don't.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think I really have anything anymore, since I already kind of explained my experience with it. But
Bravo.
One that says like getting started to like your forgiveness, what is it called? Forgiveness
journey.
Is forgiveness is easy. The statement of someone who has never been hurt, most people can think of at least one person they struggle to forgive. The pain is too deep and the hurt too tender. Christians are no exception. The painful reality is that offenses will come. They are part of the fabric of our fallen world. John 16:13. But we can choose to respond to offenses biblically. We can choose to forgive.
Yeah.
So I kind of really like that. Like, it's the truth, you know, like, you can kind of, yeah, like, if somebody has never been really that hurt or anything like that, which I'm pretty sure there's nobody that has not been hurt. At least by, like, something little, something big.
Yeah.
But something can always offend you, you know?
Yeah.
And
because sometimes everyone's different. Something that might be little to me might be
big,
a huge thing for somebody else, and vice versa, you know? So I'm pretty sure everyone has experienced, you know, being hurt and, you know, having hate towards somebody and, like, feeling that type of way where, you know, either they have to forgive or they're just gonna keep living with that, you know, like, with on them and stuff. So
yeah, well, that's just kind of my perspective on forgiveness, comadre. And, like, if you're starting your healing journey, like, just, you know, keep in mind it takes steps at a time.
That's what I was gonna ask. I was like, what would you say, comadre? Like, since, you know, I know you were telling us that you went through this situation where you just had so much and you were battling yourself. What would you, you know, say to help somebody that maybe is going through something similar and doesn't know where to
like
start?
I had mentioned, was, like, lots of prayer, lots of, you know, asking God to take that I'm okay. To take, like, take that anger away from you. Just basically, like, you know, leaving it to God. And, you know, I've always been in church growing up, like, everything, but I think now that I'm older, like, I see things, like, different. So I think as more as I'm not gonna say I'm, like, deeply in church, because I'm, like, starting, like, even though I've been in church forever, like, my whole life, but I feel like now that I'm getting older, I want to get more into it and more in depth into it. So now I'm understanding things that it's like, no, like, you need to like, forgive, porque él nos perdona, como tú dices, él nos perdona no matter what. Yeah. So what I was saying is, and like,
then especially, like, you being a mother, I feel like you can, like, for you, your kids can do whatever, but you're their mother, and you're gonna love them no matter what.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's kind of one thing that led me to it too, was, like, my kids, I don't want my kids to grow up and think it's okay to not forgive and bitterness. So yeah, like, it's just, like, it's gonna take time. You're gonna have to take baby steps. You're gonna crawl, and then you'll start walking, and then it's like you're free because you walk, you know, like a baby steps. Como ellos empiezan, they start crawling, and then they start walking, and then they're free. So I think it's just gonna take a lot of praying, a lot of, like, understanding what God does for us, and He forgives us no matter what we do, no matter what we say. And
baby steps, work on it every single day a little more and more and more. It's not like one day you're gonna wake up and it's like, oh, okay, I don't feel anything, I'm letting it go. No, it's a process. It's something that you continuously have to work towards, and we're humans. We're gonna, you know, one day you can wake up and be like, oh, it's again, like, I feel like so much hate towards this person, blah blah blah, or whatever situation. But it's just little, you know, working towards it every single day.
That's kind of like where I'm at with that. But, like, just start your healing process, and
and just remember, it's for yourself. You're not doing anybody else a favor but yourself.
Exactly.
So it's freedom for yourself.
Correct.
So yeah,
that was our topic for us today.
This was a good topic.
This was a really good topic.
Yes, it was a good topic, and thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know if you want to share a story in the comments, or if you want to let us know if you're in the process of healing or if you experienced it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys watching us, and stay tuned for the next.
Yes, our next episode. Bye.